Hello guys, this is Ben King 9. You obviously don't know me and I don't care, so I would like to talk about the Modern Warfare 3 and how Modern Warfare 3 is a steaming pile of fucking shit. So let's get this out of the way. So, Modern Warfare 3, or the COD franchise, has been basically tanking this entire time. I think after Modern Warfare 3 came out, it started to go downhill quite rapidly through campaign choices, multiplayer choices, and the optional modes that they decide to add into the game. And you're like, well, okay, let's just talk about Modern Warfare 3 for the moment. Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, skill-based matchmaking is a steaming pile of fucking dog shit. It just straight up doesn't work. And you're probably thinking, well, okay, well, what are the positives for skill-based matchmaking? Okay. Skill-based matchmaking allows you to match up with similar players of similar skill level to you, and therefore the playing field is always level, in theory. Problem is, that is the only pro of skill-based matchmaking. The problems with skill-based matchmaking is that when you have this thing trying to make it as level as possible, like it's trying to level the playing field, if you're too good or too bad, it's going to start expanding the search area that you're around to try and match with opponents that are similar skill level to you, and they're going to try and fill up a lobby with similar skill level opponents. Once that happens, you're going to get into a lobby with maybe 100 ping, something like that. 100 ping below would be an ideal level. However, if your opponent has 15 ping and I have 5,000 ping, I'm going to lose every fight. Why? Because the latency now becomes a major factor in how you perform in the game, for a game that's leveling the playing field. So now it's not even in your control to do well. You can't do well if the internet connection is the problem. So playing with friends becomes a major issue because they might not be of a similar skill level to you. So either you join them and you can't get a game, or they join you and they get absolutely steamrolled. So it's not really a fair environment for either or players. So you can't really enjoy yourself. Problem number 2, it makes every game incredibly sweaty. So you've got to put on your A game for every single game you play, because you're going to be facing opponents that are also going to be doing the exact same thing as you. And for this Modern Warfare 3, it's probably the worst it's ever been. It's just terrible in the way that you're forced to. You want to change up your playstyle. You want to change it up. No, you can't do that. You have to sweat the entire time in order to prove or to have a good experience. Well, I say good, average, because you're never going to do well in a game where everyone is equal to one another. It's not great. And the problems when you're facing opponents of similar skill level to you is all the weapons that you have are incredibly crap. And you're like, well, what do you mean? There are some good weapons in the game. That's right. You're forced to use the good weapons. You can't use the bad weapons. You want to run around with a pistol? Fuck you. You can't do that. You want to go around with an SMG that isn't meta? Fuck you. You can't do that. You have to use meta weapons, and because there's 500 attachments now, you got to make sure that you have the wombo combo couple of attachments, weapons, and everything in order for your game to be okay, or otherwise it's going to be shit. You're going to have a terrible, terrible time, and it's not great. So that is a major downside to the game, and you're like, well, okay, they're trying to make the environment competitive. They're trying to make a competitive environment for everyone to play. So you're forced to use the good weapons in the game. Okay. If you remember, I don't know, League play in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. In Black Ops 2, I'm pretty sure everyone got a ban of what they didn't want to see in that game. So you didn't want to see a person with this gun, you could ban it, and everyone would have one ban or something like that, and you could use that incentive to, I don't like facing opponents with this gun, I can ban it. Oh, okay. So then you're strategically thinking about it. And Black Ops 3, you're like, oh, okay. You're okay. And then for Modern Warfare 3, because they're trying to make it as competitive as possible, you're forced to use the best weapons. And you're like, well, how do you know it's not balanced? How do you know they haven't balanced this game out incredibly? And it's only your opinion that it's competitive, or the weapons aren't balanced and that. Oh, no. It's not just my opinion, it's Call of Duty's opinion. Activision, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch have all had overpowered weapons in their games, so when they create this League play competitive mode, guess what? You can't fucking use the guns there, or the perks. Why? Because they're too overpowered, and they fucking know it. So when you're playing multiplayer and you're forced to use these fucking weapons to play well, you're forced to play in one play style, which is fucking crap. It's crap. It's not good. It's fucking boring, and it's not like the old Call of Duties. You can't just get into a match with good ping. I can't have good ping anymore. It's got to be, I can't stay in the same lobby. I constantly leave and have to search for a new game because my MMR is updated, and then I'm not with those people. I've went up or down, so it's kicked me out. It's just bad. It's really, really bad. And it's not great at all for consumers. It's not great for us. And in competitive modes, I don't have a problem with skill-based matchmaking at all. I don't have a problem with it. That's the whole point of ranked. In Black Ops 2, they done it perfectly with League play. You climbed up a ladder based on your wins. That makes sense, right? So why is it that when I go to fucking League play, oh look, these players have gold, platinum, while I'm in bronze or something, and they're, how is that it makes the whole mode completely fucking pointless, because it's trying to level a playing field that is clearly just like, they're in platinum and it makes the ranking up to bronze, silver, or whatever completely pointless, because it's like, I'm on a similar skill level to that player, why do I need to get to plat? You see what I mean? It's just crap. It's just absolutely crap. So then you're like, okay, how's the campaign? The campaign is awful. Absolutely awful. It's unmemorable, and it's not worth playing whatsoever. If people are completing the campaign in 4 hours on regular, that's really bad. Really bad. And most of it is cutscenes. You can't play the game. Now, I'm not opposed to having cutscenes, but I am a fan of gameplay in a game where I fucking play the game. If I'm not playing the game, what is the point in fucking buying it? I didn't buy Call of Duty so I could watch the game. I didn't want it to be a glorified fucking movie where I don't even play the game. The new No Russian mission is fucking garbage. It's not even close to the fucking other one. Not at all. It's just not, it doesn't have the same impact whatsoever at all. And you don't get to play in that mission. You play about maybe 30 seconds in that mission, and the mission's 4 minutes long. The mission is 4 minutes long and you play for 30 seconds. The rest of it is you watching cutscenes in the game. That's not good design. That's really, really crap. So the Modern Warfare 2, the original, had gameplay in mind. Now the mission itself is very controversial, but at least you got to play it and choose what you wanted to do. In this new one, you're forced in this narrative to just do what the game tells you. You can't not do that. You know, there's no decision-making process to be made whatsoever in the entire game. It's just crap. And if you don't like Warzone, bad luck. The campaign is entirely Warzone. It's all based on Warzone. Every mode has got to be based around Warzone. Warzone is so good, and guess what? I don't buy the Call of Duty campaign and the multiplayer in order to play fucking Warzone. Warzone is free. I don't even need to buy it. So, why are you trying to make the campaign Warzone? I'm trying to fucking get away from Warzone, and you're bringing it the fuck back in. I don't want it. I don't want it. Warzone as a game mode is just it's meta. It's just everything's meta. You have to use meta weapons in order to win the fucking game. It's not enjoyable. It's not fun, and it's just a massive waste of time, really, because you have to play in that way, and you're looking at all these YouTubers like, 80 kills, 90 kills, 100 kills this match in Warzone, and they're all using the exact same loadout. If I took away their fucking face cam, you would have no idea who it is playing. Not a clue, because that's the game. That is the game, and it's not. It's just crap, and they're trying to make a really competitive environment that doesn't work in Call of Duty because they can't fucking balance the game. So allow us to just join a lobby without having any issues, and allow me to play the campaign without having to be fucking Warzone related, which I don't fucking want it to be because it's not good. And There's no heart or soul in Call of Duty anymore. And you look at IGN. Now, don't get me wrong. In the original Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, the stories are way better than they are now. Way better. But even they had some faults at the time. You look at a bunch of reviews from back in the day of how it came out. And, some people were not that, wasn't. There were some problems with it, some flaws. But it wasn't overly bad. There's so many issues in this new one. It's not even fucking funny. There's so many issues. And it's just not a enjoyable environment. It's to play. And it's not a fun game anymore. It's really not. And there's even the zombies in this new Warzone doesn't look. I guarantee that'd be fucking garbage. I guarantee it. Because again, they've made it Warzone. They've made zombies Warzone. I don't want to play Warzone. Warzone is a separate game mode. I don't want Warzone in zombies as well. It's not great. The sort of map size is just not good, and then you're forced to play like in survival. It was more like you do what you want in order to survive. In this new one, I guarantee you're forced to play in a certain way every time. It's going to get very, very, very boring very quickly. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't played it, but considering the campaign sucks and the multiplayer sucks, I think these zombies doesn't have much hope for it, if you know what I mean. It's not looking too good, and there's no hope for it to do well in that kind of environment. So, that's my take on Call of Duty. I don't think it is the franchise that we once remembered. I think it's a terrible franchise now. I don't think Modern Warfare 2 was that great. I don't think even the campaign wasn't sort of there. I mean, it had a couple good missions, but like not overly good. But the only change that I can say that I would think is really good is in the multiplayer is the time to kill, because in the original, or not in the original, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it was way too short, to the point where you were forced to camp in every single corner, because the time to kill was you get shot once and you're dead. Like it was, every single game was on hardcore, so it was pretty awful. It wasn't a fun experience whatsoever.
Come on.
And yeah, that's my only thing for this video. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. I don't really give a fuck. And yeah, I will see you around.
198.